Hey, what's up everyone? Want to give you some quick updates on what we've been doing, some things with the shop, also projects we've been working on. So sorry for not updating over the past 2 months. Was helping out a buddy on a SEMA build for a 1937 International COE. So I'll be doing a video on that, kind of showing you what all is done to it. It's an awesome truck. Just went out to SEMA, got a lot of attention. So we'll be giving an overview on that. But for the shop, been going and getting some new projects here. Some of these are going to be quick flips, some of them a little bit more involved, but got this 1960 Bel-Air. It does have a straight 6. It's just resting in it right now. It was out of the car because the guy I got it from was going to do an LS swap on it. I was able to pick up a 3 on the tree manual transmission for it from a buddy, Richard Madeira in Minneapolis. So got that. Car is for sale if anyone is interested in it. It does have some rust here and there. Obviously it's 1960, but as you can see, it's in pretty decent shape. Interior is in good shape. It's got a little bit of rust. Some of the areas in here in the trim, they fixed some here. Don't know if it's the best job, but they did some work on that. And then it just has some down in the lowers. Rockers are pretty solid in it. All in all, it's a pretty solid car. But it is for sale if anyone's interested in it. For a 4-door, it's not too bad. Again, gonna need some work, but it's definitely a good start to a project. Then the next one we've got is, you can kind of see over here, it's a 1962 Oldsmobile. It's the Super 88. It's got a 394 small block in it. Just put some 20-inch American Racing wheels on it, the salt flats. It did have fender skirts on it, took the fender skirts off. Still got the original wheels and tires. This is for sale as well too. Solid running, driving, great shape, interior. Definitely has the grandpa treatment on it. This side's locked, let me go around the other side. So it's got plastic on the seats. As you can see, it's a green interior, which is a little bit different, but kind of cool. It does have AC in it, and it is for sale as well. Very similar to the Impalas, but it does have some differences. It's not an X-frame like the Impala is. It's a straight perimeter frame, but pretty cool looking car. It is for sale, asking $20,000 or best offer. Also been working on the K5 frame. So we got the frame pretty much stripped out besides 2 cross members. I have obviously the front cross member sitting there. Got it stripped down, got the rear end pulled out of it over there next to the Blazer, and just built this body cart for it. Sorry for my neighbors shooting at their shooting range. Gonna be going and cleaning off just a few more of these brackets, getting it sandblasted, and then probably not going to powder coat it, but just go and do a coat of paint on it. And this will be then ready to start measuring and cutting for the stock floor body drop. Still got the wagon. Wagon's doing awesome, taking it everywhere. Did go and got a bolt bin, and this was a cheap marketplace find, and just put it on a Harbor Freight. I think it's like an 18 by 12 inch dolly, and rolls around great. Obviously sticker bombed it with some Dixon stickers. Over here got some all different kinds of stickers. Suspensionstore.com, check them out for all your air suspension needs. Bunch of other stickers, and for those true OGs, haven't put this one on yet, but an original StreetSourceMag.com sticker back before Facebook and MySpace ruined everything. And then the next project I got is this 2002 2-door Blazer. As you can tell, it has some janky 22s on it. Don't mind all the wiring in the way. I did find a set of Budnick Gasser Ds that I'm going to be putting on the rear. Obviously these tires are going to go, but it's the right offset and lug pattern. It was a good deal on Marketplace, so be going obviously to some smaller tires. The plan for this is to get it bagged and body dropped. So we'll be doing some updates on that. As you can tell, interior is pretty clean on this. Back seat's really clean. Obviously, back seat's not gonna stay because of doing the bag and body drop on it. But the reason why I got this one is it already had a V8 in it. So it's a 327 small block. I've gone and tore out all of the inner fenders, the wiring, started cleaning it all up. It does need some attention to detail. I just put a carb on it for right now just because I'm going to get the engine running, make sure it runs good, and then switch over to EFI on it. I have a EFI Holley Sniper kit. So that'll go on that. As you can see, I've got all the junk pile of stuff that I stripped out of it so far. But we're going to be going, as I said, doing a full bag body drop on the 20-inch Budniks. So if you know anyone that's got a set of 20-inch Budniks for the front, let me know. If not, I'm going to be ordering some. But we'll be working on this here in the not too distant future. All right, so as you can tell, got a lot of projects still going on. Living in Florida, we are now finally getting some cooler weather, so that'll help get out in the shop more. I got some other projects to work on. Kurt from Suburbia Suds Detail Products, going to be putting some rear helper bags on his 63 Suburban. So I have a video on that. And then Tyler with the Blue C10, Project Blue Collar, going to be doing some vintage air install on that, so stay tuned for more, as well as other stuff we may come across. Thanks for watching, guys.